Okay, so we should be live now, streaming on Twitch. Okay, so now I just gotta sort some stuff out. Make sure people know that I'm streaming. Today I'll be converting this person's pixel art, Valerie Kim, at 849 Kim. Basically, I picked this piece of art right here, and we're going to convert that. I've already added it to my scene here, and so all that's left to do is to start converting it, basically. So first of all, when you're doing that, you got to select the part that you want to edit. First, since it's using a weird size, the canvas has a weird size, we're going to resize it. I'm going to use pixels, and then I'm going to just create some more space to pixel the texture. I don't know how much space, maybe that much. And we'll just apply that. Okay. So now we got this extra space. And basically, I'm probably just going to copy the pieces that I want. Let's turn off the grid for a moment. So here's the pixel art, and I have to kind of figure out how I want to cut this up, because obviously the art piece was drawn with different intentions as what I have right now. I want to convert this into 3D, and to do that I have to kind of create sections on the texture that will be used as tiles. And it's this art piece has like a composition to it, and things are like all kind of mixed together, and things aren't aligned in the way that I want things to be aligned on my texture. So I have to kind of sort that out. The reason I chose this piece of art is because I like the colors and the details, the patterns and things like that. It has like a lot of square lines and straight lines and horizontal and vertical shapes and things like that. So in that regard, it's going to be somewhat easy to convert into like tiles and that sort of thing, as opposed to something that's more round and soft and organic and that sort of thing. It has some of that with like the plants and that sort of thing, as you can see, but yeah, so right now I'm just kind of trying to think how I'm going to attack this, because I've kind of gone into this without really planning too much. I just kind of chose this at random. I just searched for pixel art on Twitter, and this was like one of the first things that came up that I thought that I could probably convert into 3D. So we're going to try that. Maybe I'll fail at it, maybe I won't. We'll see what happens, and maybe it'll be interesting, maybe it'll be helpful and that sort of thing. So I guess first of all, maybe well, whatever. I guess I'll just use the marquee tool, and I'll just kind of copy the stairs. Okay, how am I going to do this? could just like redraw stuff. That might take a while. So I'll just like copy this piece over here, and I guess I'll turn the grid on just so that I know how to align things, and maybe I'll place it right there, and maybe I'll just kind of let's see. So the stairs. Hey, his core, how's it going? And yeah, streaming again, seeing how this goes. Got like 2 viewers right now, I guess. Maybe we'll get more as we go. Okay, so the stairs, it's kind of weird. We have like 5 stairs here. Maybe that's, maybe we don't want it like that. Maybe we could like use like an even number, right? So I guess what I'll do is I'll just kind of start like pixeling. I'll just kind of like, what's the word? I'll just change the pixels. Yeah, this is the pixel art that we're using. And it's by, let me see if I could show the person again. So it's by this person right here, Valerie Kim. I think that's how you say it. I guess some Russian. But anyways, just chose it randomly, and we'll see how it goes. And so what I want to do here is I just want to kind of make the stairs take up more of the actual tile that we're going to be placing. I mean, we don't really, there isn't any like one way to do this. There's like a lot of different ways you could approach this sort of thing. And let's see, I want to, yeah, that'll work. Just make like an even amount of stairs, I guess. And okay, so those stairs are kind of a little more shadowed compared to the top ones for some reason. I guess based on the lighting and composition and that sort of thing, and the 2D art. And I guess there's like some details and things like that going on in it. So maybe that'll work. Just some quick alteration of the pixels. And so we could basically, if we wanted to, we could go back in to our tile set panel and select this tile, and then we could go over here into the 3D scene and just place it there wherever we want it. I can move it hold on a second. There we go. Had my bindings custom, so they weren't working right. So anyways, so we could place this here, for example, just anywhere. It doesn't really matter. Well, it matters, but not right now because we don't really have anything in the scene. And we have all these different stairs on this one tile, so we can kind of click this tile and maybe split it there, there, and there. So now we have these 4 pieces. And we can maybe move that back and move that back and move that back. So now we have like these stairs here. And I guess they need like a top surface to the stairs. So let's think about that. I'm just going to select this again, go into painting, and then I will look up at the reference, and I'll just choose one of these colors up here. I'll go back down, and maybe we'll make this area over here the top surface of the stairs. Why not? And I'll switch to my paint bucket tool, fill that in, and yeah, then I'll maybe choose some other color, maybe this color over here, and I'll try and figure out some sort of pattern. This pixel art is from the side and doesn't have a view of the top, so I kind of just have to kind of do that on my own, I guess, figure out how it's going to look. And I can kind of what's the word? Not interpret, but there's a word for it. I could infer what might be there. Yeah. So I'll take this other lighter color over here and just do something like that. I don't know. That might work. Just keep it simple for now. I could always change it later. And then I will, how will I position it? I guess I'll just do that for now, and then split it there, and I'll split it there, and then I'll do that. Change my grid rounding value to 4 and do that. So now we have this top surface to the stairs, and that's looking pretty good. You could probably do that. Why not? Now there's a surface over there as well. Okay, so anyways, looks kind of cool. Okay, so I guess we could work on the side of the stairs now. Let's try that. So I'll select this area here, and I'll go back into the painting tab, and I'll look over here at this tile, since that has the side of it, side of the stairs. As far as I can see, or as I can interpret it, that's what it is. It's kind of a little abstract. Maybe not too abstract, but whatever. I don't know what I'm saying. So I'll just kind of, I don't want any plant stuff there, so I'll just cover that up. We could add plants later. And yeah, okay, so there's like some dark squares and things, and just kind of interpreting it a little bit. Oh, I guess we could kind of fill in this other stuff. Yeah, that's what we'll do, because we just want this tile to consist of this one piece of the context content, I don't know. Keep it what's the word, consistent, I guess. Yeah, don't want things mixing with other things that don't need to be mixed there, or whatever. So we have all these different shapes. It's kind of easy to just kind of replicate, because it's just kind of squares and rectangles and things like that. Not really putting too much thought into it, because the thought has already been put into it, right? I guess some of these lines are meant to be next to the edge of the surface. I don't know, whatever. Okay, so that looks somewhat consistent for the tile, so I guess that'll work. I'll go back into tile set tab and I'll select that tile, and then I'll go over here and I'll position my 3D crosshair. I'll go into the draw mode, and I guess I'll just place that there and place that there. Why not? Why not? Right? Maybe I'll move that down, and I will wait a second. Okay, so that's okay. Yeah, okay, anyways. Wait. How about how many stairs will there be? This will be like the ground right here. Let's see here. I will split this. Right there. And yeah, something like that. I could just move that up there. Maybe split that. Did I delete the other one? Yeah, okay. So I could probably just delete that. So we have that side there. I don't know what I'm going to do with the other side at the moment. I'm just focusing on this side. So this will be like part of the ground. That's why I didn't go down further than that. Okay, so let's see here. Maybe I'll just kind of move this like that just to make it align better in the 3D space, because that's the origin point right there. Okay, so I guess I'll use this tile kind of like that, but I'm gonna adjust it a little bit. Maybe I will, instead of using that tile, I will copy it. So I'll use the marquee tool, hold control, and I'll copy that, paste it over to there maybe. And I just want to, okay, since I'm already using that tile right there, I'll go over to my pencil tool and I will just paint this so that it kind of blends more with the top and the stairs and things like that. You can look at it in the 3D view to see how it looks. So maybe something like that. Actually, maybe it needs to be a little bit lighter. Yeah, something like that. I suppose we could kind of add a bit more interesting details down here. Why not? Yeah, that looks good. I like that. Okay. So that kind of works better, I think. That's cool. And then, okay, so let's start thinking about the ground a bit. Because it doesn't show the ground here on the reference image. So let's see. I guess I will just, I'm going to copy this, paste it down here, paste it like that, and then, I don't know, just paste a bunch of them. And then what we're going to do is modify them, the colors a bit. Okay, we have maybe that color. Okay, that'll probably work. And this is just so that I could get kind of an idea as to how I want to shade things, I guess, and kind of make things more interesting. Kind of like the reference image, how it has a bunch of different values and hues and things like that. I kind of want to imitate that as well in the 3D stuff. So I'm just going to kind of make stuff a little bit darker. Wait a second, that doesn't look right. There's like a change in hue going on here. It's kind of weird. Maybe it needs to be more like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Just experimenting, figuring out what sort of colors work. Something like that looks alright. And maybe maybe for something over here we got this more reddish colors going on. Yeah, I guess that'll work. Whatever. Okay, so we have that. Maybe I will, before I place them into the scene, I'll kind of separate them into their own areas, because we may want to create like some transitional tiles between them, if you know what I mean. Okay, so we got that, and yeah, whatever. I'll choose that tile from the tile set, and then I'll just kind of place it there. Maybe put that there. No, I'll put the other one there. And maybe these there. I'm just kind of, experimenting. Okay, so something like that maybe. I don't know. That's kind of how the reference looks. It kind of gets all bluish and stuff over towards that area. So I'm just kind of like being inspired by the reference that I'm using. But that's kind of weird how it's just those straight edges next to each different color there. So maybe I want to kind of blend it a little bit. So I could do that. I could go back in here, maybe just, I guess I'll just select everything again. Why not? And back into the paint tab, and then let's see here. I could just kind of kind of copy that over. Okay, something like that. And now I'm just going to quickly start messing around with colors and things like that. Try to find the right color to mix. Okay, something like that. We can mix some of the other color in from the other tile. Let's see, are there any other colors up here that we can use? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, so yeah, just kind of making some transitional tiles there. Is that the right term? Transitional tiles? I don't know, whatever. Basically, I guess I could talk about some pixel art information. So what I'm doing here is what am I doing? I'm just looking at the other details, basically kind of imitating it. You know, it's like a brick pattern, so I'm just kind of creating some brick shapes in random places, just kind of keep it not too repetitive, I guess. Even though I copied everything, it is kind of repetitive looking. But a lot of things in life are repetitive, doing the same behaviors and things like that. Clicking the mouse, same buttons, clicking the buttons over and over again, moving left and right, up and down, forward, backwards. Got this duality thing going on, this oscillation of the universe. Inside your mind, outside your mind. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so my mic's too low? That shouldn't be. I guess I could turn it up like that. I don't know if that's too loud though. Yep. I don't know if that's too loud. You can let me know if that sounds better or not. That's kind of one thing that I don't have too much experience dealing with, is like sound levels and all that sort of thing while I'm streaming, because I haven't really done this too much. So that's good to get some feedback on that. Okay, so I guess OBS has a decent normalizer and noise filter. I didn't know that. Is that just automatic? Is that like, I don't have to enable that, do I? I don't know. You apply it in the audio source? Okay, well, I don't know how to do that, so maybe some other time. I could rotate these tiles here and do something like that. And let's see. Oops. I want to kind of, maybe do that instead, because those colors are different. It's kind of interesting looking. Maybe I'm just talking like quiet, because I don't normally talk that loud. I'm usually a quiet talker and that sort of thing. And I'm not sure like how close I need to be to like the microphone, like this. Like I'm really close right now. But yeah, I have like my mic levels that I'm looking at right now when I'm talking. It doesn't seem to be in the red. It seems to be mostly in the yellow. So maybe that's good. Maybe it needs to be in the yellow when I'm talking. I don't know. Okay, so I want another intermediary tile. I'll just copy this one up over here, and then I'll just modify these colors a bit. Actually, I'll just, oops, I won't do that. I'll do that instead. Yeah. And then I'll switch over to my stylus, because that's a little easier for me. And maybe I'll change these lines to be more of the cracks between the blocks or bricks or whatever you want to call them. And yeah, just add maybe some darker values there. And then I'll just add that to the scene to see how that looks. Right there. That looks alright. I think I like that. And maybe we could add I'll rotate it like that just to keep it kind of similar. To keep it similar orientation to the other tiles, I suppose. Okay, so I guess let's look at the reference over here. We have this, I keep moving away from the microphone. Anyways. Okay, so I'll think about this side of the cliff, I guess. It's kind of like a cliff here on the side of this platform that this building's on. Maybe I'll do that part. So let's create some tiles for that area first, I guess. And to do that, I'll just kind of copy some of this stuff. Like I'll copy this portion right here. Seems good. And then I'll just paste it. Where should I paste it? Maybe I'll paste it there. And maybe I will resize it like that, I guess. Why not? Doesn't really matter too much. Well, I guess it does matter a little bit, but yeah, whatever. And then maybe I'll just kind of move this slightly over where this kind of highlighted portion is, just to meet the edge of the tile, just so that it's not overlapping into another tile. And then I'll just kind of fill this area in there like that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have too much experience with like the audio levels and that sort of stuff. This is like my I haven't really streamed that much, but anyways, let's copy some of this other parts. I'll just copy that, paste it down. Where should I paste it? Maybe I'll paste it there. And actually, I will paste it over there. And then I'll just kind of fill in this other stuff like that. And okay, so I want to get rid of this highlighted edge right up here. All this colored stuff, I want to get rid of that because it doesn't translate that well in 3D. Okay, so I'll just kind of continue some of the details up. Like that. I guess that'll work. Okay, and as far as this plant stuff goes, maybe I'll just kind of cut that out and put it into its own place. So I'll take the lasso tool and I will cut that out, I guess, like that. And where should I put that? I guess I will put it to the side. Which side? I'll just put it right. Put right there, actually. That's not a bad place. And then I'll go back down here. I guess I could cut these other pieces out. And maybe I'll put these maybe right there. No, I'll put them over on the other side. And then I'll just fill this in. Actually, no, I'll fill it in with that color. Just checking some stuff. Not too many viewers today for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, few but mighty. The good ones. Okay, so I'll just continue some of these details. I kind of copy the style a little bit. There's like squares and rectangles and things like that. If I wanted to, I could kind of put more thought into it and kind of figure out how each tile fits with other tiles. But I kind of need to make some progress with this. I could like mirror the tiles and flip them and rotate them to get different effects and things like that. And maybe I could like use some of these tiles and stuff just to kind of make things a little more interesting. Yeah, Mr. Daniel. Yeah, that's kind of my thinking. By doing these, it'll kind of help people understand more of like the flow of things and how to like move through the program and get stuff done basically. Because I imagine most people, well, I guess I'm talking about myself here because I developed the program Crocotile 3D, in case you didn't know. Whoever's watching out there, who watches this. This is Crocotile 3D. Go download it. But anyways, I developed this because like I did a lot of pixel art. I'm a 2D artist primarily. And I wanted to create 3D games using like pixel art and like this low poly thing. And I had this idea, we could just make like these tiles and stuff. Because there's got these tile sets, right? Pixel art. You make games with like tile sets, and I was like, I just want to use those to make 3D. And so I was like, yeah, I'll make this so that I can make 3D games, which I haven't done yet. But anyways, I imagine like the people that use this sort of thing, it's like geared towards, pixel artists or low res, work. Low poly, that sort of thing. So, from my point of view, it has like this 2D background to it, like this 2D style of working with things. Like when you shift the canvas around, you hold spacebar, and it's kind of like the same thing in like a 2D program. And you kind of look at stuff, composition, that sort of thing as you're panning things. But anyways, I don't know what I'm talking about right now. I want this side of this cliff darker, but I also want like this edge to it. So I'm going to go back into the paint tab, and it's also kind of cool that we have like this 2D paint tools in here as well that I created. It's like a mixture of like 2D and 3D. So I'm going to copy this tile, and maybe I'll just I'll place it, so I'll place it there. Do Game Boy Color style pixel art in game dev now. Yeah. You're thinking of doing 3D? It's pretty fun seeing like your 2D stuff become like 3-dimensional. It's kind of interesting because like if you enjoy looking at like aesthetical stuff and trying to create pleasing shapes and that sort of thing as an artist, there's like this whole different aspect to it when you start introducing like this 3-dimensional nature to stuff. It messes with your mind in different ways. So as opposed to like 2D, it like makes things appear more intense, maybe. I don't know, because with only 2 dimensions it has like this, there's like more flatness to it. But like with 3D stuff, it causes your mind to react in like a different way. So in that way it's kind of interesting. Also, I kind of like taking other people's 2D art, like what I'm doing right now, because it gives me something fresh to look at instead of just my own style that I normally use, because we all kind of develop our own styles and that sort of thing. So using other people's artwork is kind of a refreshing way to kind of stimulate more of your creativity, I guess, because if you're always doing your own style, that could kind of get a little repetitive and that sort of thing. So in a way, if you like explore other people's styles, the same process that you normally use become new again, right? Because you're using the same process here. What I'm doing, I'm just kind of pixeling stuff, but I'm kind of doing it in like an unexpected way, basically. That I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but yeah. So I'll put those there. It kind of blends a bit better. Although now I want maybe that, just kind of create like some contrast to the bottom of that towel with the other towel, whatever. Yeah, so yeah, that'll make it like stand out a bit more. Now this purple tile here, it doesn't really transition with those other tiles, does it? So what am I going to do about that? I could just remove it if I want. How about let's work on some plants, right? We don't have to keep doing the same thing over and over again. We can change things up. So let's see. Let's add some plants and things. So I cut out this portion right here. So what I'm going to do is maybe I could just use this tool. I forget how I do it. Like that. And I can just cut that out like that. These useful tools that I implemented. Okay, so I guess I could just, I don't know, that might work. I could just kind of where am I going to place this? I could do it like the reference image. I could have it like down here somewhere. Or maybe over there. And it's, oh, why is it like that? It's like reversed. It's all flat though. Okay, so I could put that there, maybe put, no, I can't do that. I could, okay, here's what we'll try doing. Let's just put it closer to the wall, why not? But then, decisions, right? I mean, we could convert this 2D bush into something more 3D if we wanted to. Or we could kind of make it like always face the camera. We could do that too. But we'd have to make it more, like less long. More of like some smaller thing, I guess. Smaller bush. I'm gonna just delete those for now because they're not cooperating. Maybe I'll create this tree up here. Copy that. Where should I put it? I will paste it over. I'll paste it right here, kind of next to the other plants. And I will just kind of move that over there. And I will make this more of a tree instead of the other stuff. And I'm just going to make it really rough. Okay. Okay, so now I will kind of cut those colors out by doing that and deleting that. So now we have this tree basically. And maybe I will position it over more centered right there. And then I will go back into the tile set and I'll just kind of select all of that. And where should I put this? I mean, I could put it right there. But what I want to do, I want to try something. Oops. Create object. I'll go into the scene tab. Name this tree. Go to the settings and then billboard. Oops. Hold on a second. For the billboard to work, I need to make it face forward. And now I'll do that. So now it always faces the camera. Kind of a cheap way to do it, but whatever. Let's create some more plants like that. Why not? So maybe we could create, oh, I like these darker bushes. We could put those kind of in the back over there. So I'll just select everything and go over to where those plants are. Copy paste them. Where should I put them? I'll put them right there. And it looks like there's kind of two types here, so maybe it's like a lighter one. And then a darker one. I will put that right there. And then this other one, put that right there. And then I'll just delete this stuff. We don't need that. Maybe move this over there. And now I'll start shaping it a bit. Let's kind of imitate the style basically. Alright, that's good enough, I guess. And this one can just be kind of a smaller bush thing. Maybe it has a little bit of green to it. Like that. Pretty simple. Maybe we'll make another one that's a little smaller. kind of doing it kind of quick. That probably works. And this other one could be maybe that size. All right, that's good. Delete that out. Delete the edges. Looks good enough. You can always refine it later. And we just want to figure out what looks good. That's good. Go back into tiles. We can select this. Let's see, what am I doing? Okay. I don't know. I guess that looks alright. This blank space back here is bothering me. Okay. So we have that. It would be cool to kind of start working on the building part. I want to create another bush though for some reason. Like a lighter colored one. Like one of these. I'll just copy that. And I just want it like really small. So I'll just copy this over here. just do that, I guess. And yeah, let's try that. Just like that. Now put it, where should I put it? I'll just put it over here. Seems kind of bright. We can adjust it. We can kind of use some of the other colors. Whoa, what the heck? Whoa, that's cool. Whoa, some sort of bug. I'll have to fix that. I have to make a note of that. Okay, so maybe I should make another tweet. I'll take a screenshot of this and then I'll tweet it. Okay, so how do I do that? I have like so much on my screen right now, it's difficult to work with things. Whatever. I need to get like another monitor so that I can do stuff while I'm streaming. Okay, so I'll try to make the building what does this do? Is this what I'm using? Oh wait. I think I'm gonna stop for now and just kind of collect my thoughts, and then I will come back after I eat something, and then I'll tackle this building here. So I'll be back in just a little bit.